Police arrested dozens of protesters in Winona County this morning for blocking trucks carrying frac sand, which is used to mine natural gas.
Frac sand mining has been a hot-button issue in our community and around the country because of the health and environmental concerns. News 8's Jenna Traum was there as the protesters were led away in handcuffs.
Mike and Lisa, this was a very peaceful protest, and that level-headed tone was intentional. The protesters tell me they actually did some training over the weekend to make sure today's event didn't get out of hand. They say the point was to disrupt business as usual for multiple frac sand operations in Winona County. Singing, not yelling, filled the air as law enforcement led protesters away from the trucks they were blocking, to the sound of applause.
Why are you taking these guys in?
They're under arrest for trespassing. They've been asked to leave and they won't.
It's our contention that the frac sand industry is trespassing in our local communities.
Winona resident Dan Wilson and other protesters with the Catholic Worker Movement only had the chance to block a truck full of frac sand for about 15 minutes before police arrested them for trespassing.
I was hoping to not get arrested. Our hope would be that the police officers, along with the drivers of the trucks, would realize that this is an industry that is incredibly divisive and is incredibly harmful to this ecological area.
But the co-owner of CD Corp, whose truck the protesters blocked at the Winona Port Authority, says it's these workers the protesters are really hurting.
They're paid by the load, so how much they haul. So yeah, when something like this happens, they're not being compensated for having to sit. Other than getting a little bit of publicity, I don't really think it helps the matter. Just kind of sensationalizes it a little bit.
And even though the protesters weren't able to disrupt business as usual for long, they hope their actions will inspire others to stand up for their cause. A total of 34 protesters were arrested for misdemeanor trespassing. All but one of them were given citations and a court date, then released.
Thank you, Jenna. Officers from the Winona Police Department, Winona County Sheriff's Department, and State Patrol were called in to keep the situation under control.